In this update, we're going to talk about WordPress website security. I'm Mick Cullen from Redcliffe Marketing Labs. There's been recent news coverage about a large botnet which is targeting WordPress websites. And what that means is it's just basically a large network of computers controlled by one organisation or one person, which is being used in a fairly organised way to go around different WordPress websites and try and hack into them and take over the computer that's running that website and add it to this botnet army. Now, the things you've got to remember is that this is one big coordinated attack that's happening at the moment on WordPress websites. But regardless, all over the world, there's thousands and probably even millions of computer programs and people trying to crack into different websites all the time, every day. Now, the reason this botnet happens to be targeting WordPress is just because WordPress is a very popular platform and it's a great free software to build your website on. And indeed, if you're looking at getting a new website and you're not using WordPress, then you really need to know what you're doing and have a really good reason not to use WordPress, because it's becoming the standard and it's hugely supported. Lots of people use it, lots of developers, and especially from a marketing point of view, there's so many tools and plugins that you can use that will improve your marketing in a WordPress website that, again, you need a really good argument not to be using it. But this video is not about selling WordPress. It's about talking about how you can make your WordPress site a little bit more secure to basically make it harder for people to hack into so that they move on to easier targets. And the first thing is super easy, making sure everyone who uses your website has a really secure password. Now, the easiest tool to help you with that is a password manager. The one I use and recommend is lastpass.com. Look, it's really fantastic, and it will generate secure passwords for you, which is going to make it much harder for someone to guess. Or in this case, these botnets, what they do is brute force. They'll just try password over password until they can try and crack into your site. So make sure you and everyone else who's got access to your website has a really secure password, and that it's not just made up of words that you would find in a dictionary. Okay, the second thing is that by default, when people use the one-button install for WordPress, the username for the administrator account will be admin. And people know this, so when they try and break into a WordPress website, the first account they're going to try is the admin account because they know that one exists. So if you are logging into your website every day and using the admin account, or if the admin account exists in the back end of your WordPress, then the best idea is to go in, create a new user, make them an administrator, and delete or rename your admin account. And that just makes it that much harder for someone who's going to try and break in or hack your website. And just taking those two steps, secure passwords and removing the admin user, is probably going to make you more secure than about 95% of the other websites out there. But there's a couple of plugins that are used just to make the website that little bit more secure. Now, the first plugin we're going to use is called Limit Login Attempts. And what this does is it'll basically lock people out after they've gotten their password wrong however many times, so you can set that limit. And if they lock themselves out several times, you can basically give them a delay of, say, 15 minutes, and then if it happens again, you can lock them out of your website for 24 hours. So obviously someone who's trying to use brute force or trying to guess a password, it's going to take them a lot longer and potentially days and weeks to actually get through lots and lots of passwords. Whereas without that plugin, you can just sit there all day with an automated program guessing different passwords to log in. Getting a little bit more advanced, another two WordPress plugins to look at is one called WordFence and Better WP Security. And both these plugins will do a range of features, including a check of your files each day to see if any of your files have changed. And you can determine if that was a change you made or possibly a change someone else has made. They'll also lock down some of the important files and also hide a lot of the things about usernames and if the password's incorrect. So they're really good tools. Another step you can do is to put your website on a service like a Cloudflare. And what that does is put an extra layer between your website files and the people who are actually requesting it off the internet. And because it's such a large crowdsourced platform, they get data from lots and lots of websites, they can actually spot IP addresses or users who are believed to be involved in hacking attempts on other websites, and it will filter those out and actually stop them getting through to your website as an intermediate measure, and just provides basically an extra layer of protection. And it also speeds up your website as well. It serves your files faster. So that one is called Cloudflare, and it's well worth checking out. There's no end to the amount of different security plugins and hacks that you can use with WordPress, but if you're using those ones, it's going to make you pretty secure compared with everyone else there. And again, all you want to do is make your website a harder target so that people will move on to easier targets. That's the easiest way. If someone is really determined to hack into your website, they know what they're doing, then chances are that they'll probably be able to find a way. So it's all about risk minimization. I just want to credit Belinda from Redcliffe Online. She had another really good tip, which was leave the admin username in place, but put in a very, very long password that is basically uncrackable. And it's not the password you use every day, you use another account, and you leave the admin account as a bit of a honey trap, knowing that it will take basically years and years of computing power to crack that incredibly long password, and basically just allow the bots or the hackers to throw themselves up against a wall. So that's another technique you can use. If you find this tips useful, or if you've got another really good WordPress security tip, please leave a comment. Otherwise, look to subscribe on iTunes or YouTube to get these updates, or head over to our website, redcliffemarketinglabs.com.au. Sign up for the free report. You'll get a heap of updates and training tips, as well as access to over 3 hours of internet marketing training videos that you can watch in your own time. Till next time, I'm Mick from Redcliffe Marketing Labs. Cheers.